personally think that mothers of these days should be try to be very understanding with children and less dictative and less authoritative. It's very good to maintain a sense of power, but sometimes you have to just, and as teenagers, we have plenty of things we're going through, except for the schoolwork. Hello everybody, my name is Chiamaka and I'm 16 years old and I just graduated from secondary school this year 2024 and I'm very happy to be here.
Alright, so Chiamaka is here to tell us how a mother and daughter relationship should be. I'm going to be asking her questions based on her own relationship with her mother as a teenager. She just turned 16 and I know that other teenagers that are watching, they'll be able to know how to communicate with their mother in a better way as we keep learning from her, because I actually saw her. I've been watching her for a very long time now and I know she has a very good relationship with her mother, so I decided to bring her to this show to come and tell me how she's doing it. She's a fantastic girl and I want to tell you that we are proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I saw your results also. You're doing very well, fantastically well. I would like to know, how can a teenage girl develop a good relationship with her mother?
A teenage girl, okay. Since I'm an example of a teenage girl, I'll use myself as an example. So how I personally developed a good relationship with my mom was that I had to improve my listening skills, because sometimes...
Did you hear what she said? She said she has to improve her listening skill.
Yes, because sometimes my mom says things that doesn't necessarily mean to me, and it's easy for me just to talk back at her. But I noticed that whenever I say things, or like when she's shouting at me and I shout back, my mom gets very angry, like she just shuts me down. But I noticed that when I started, like, when she's angry, instead of me shouting back at her or trying to be rude, instead of me just like keeping quiet and understanding that what is this, why is she exactly shouting, why is she angry, you have to just like sit back and just like listen, because it's not your usual classmates like you're shouting at them, you shout at them back. It's like someone older than you, so you have to just like calm down and just understand where the person is coming from, because most times it's coming from a place of love, so there's no need to retaliate back with shouting.
Did you hear what she said? Most times it comes from the place of love. So sometimes, you know, we can, but you understand us now.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we get agitated and sometimes we are stressed out. Because you might just be coming from work, somebody had pissed you off and all of that. And so I thank God that you say before you used to, when she begins to scream at you, you want to shout like,
yes,
what's wrong with my mommy? Why is she screaming at me? What did I do? And instead of doing that now, you now have developed a listening skill.
Yes.
So that's how you're doing it now. Yes. So what are the challenges of communication that you're having with your mom? Did you have challenges of communicating with her at a certain period of time?
I think maybe the time after during my exam periods, where there were some outings I wanted to go for, my mom did not want me to go for them because she believed that I needed to stay at home and study. And I believed that I had already studied for some certain exams. Well, I feel like it was just a communication issue, because the outings that I wanted to go for, they were on days that I did not have exams. But she believed that I was neglecting my exams and just wanted to go and party. So by the time that we later like understood each other, and like she explained to me that tell your friends that better for you guys to go out after your exams and not during the exams. So I just understood where she was coming from. Because at that time, it seemed that she didn't want me to have any fun at all. Like, no, didn't want me to go out with my friends. I was so angry at her. When she called me and said, don't you think it's better for you to read for this exam and pass, and then later on, after you're done with the exams, you can now say that, okay, let me go out with my friends. So just a clash of interest and just understanding why she wants me to do certain things.
Okay, so how can we as mothers that have teenagers foster a trusting relationship with you guys? Like, you know, most times it's not like we don't trust you, but in what way do you think we can foster a good relationship with you guys?
Trust. Okay, so I personally think
trust.
That yes,
to build trust with you guys.
I personally think that mothers of these days should be try to be very understanding with children and less dictative and less authoritative. It's very good to maintain a sense of power, but sometimes you have to just, and as teenagers, we have plenty of things we're going through, except for the schoolwork, friendships, different things. And if you're like me and you're the firstborn child, you also have pressure from your siblings and everything. So sometimes our mothers just have to understand that we're going through some certain things in our own personal life. So If for
So
asking
if I
out,
may ask, let me see, what is those things that goes on in your head as a teenager? Like, because if I myself as a mother does not understand what you're going through as a teenager, I might not know how to begin to trust you. And we need to talk, we need to communicate. You need to tell me some things that will make me to start,
yeah,
trusting you. Do you understand?
yeah,
So what are the things that usually goes on in your head? Because I have noticed mood swings in my daughter. So I know sometimes you guys are not just in the mood. So sometimes what goes on in your head?
it depends on different things.
Now,
So,
apart from school.
okay, so let's say I come back from school and I'm at home right now resting. I'm using my phone right now. A particular one of my friends might be disturbing me in school. I might have a problem from a teacher, or I might just be, let's say I'm on my period, I have cramps, I'm just tired, I'm just in a very bad mood. And my mom comes back and she's like, and I come downstairs and she's like, you didn't greet me, or this is how you behave, you can't come and bring this from the car. But in my own head, I'm thinking, it's not just about you, I also have my own issues that personally going through. And you didn't even ask me, sometimes my mom thinks, you didn't ask me how my day was. But in my own head, I'm also thinking, I also had a bad day too, not just you. So if you don't understand, if you're thinking about it's all about you as a mom, if you're not really trying to understand it, your daughter, and you're just like, if my mom doesn't ask me how was your day, every day she's just like asking me, greet me, greet me, greet me. I will never talk to her about my day. There will never be communication between us. She won't know what I'm going through. The mothers might not even know, like, if my daughter really suffering this much. She might not even know when your daughter has something very bad going on in her life. So it's just about trying to understand that it's a two-way thing. So it's not about the mom, it's also about the daughter too. In that kind of situation.
Okay. So how does, I want to ask you, this one is very quick. Like, this is a very important question I want to ask here. How does social media shape the relationship you have with your mom?
Social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think social media shapes in such a way that it's very influential, to be very honest, because on these days, social media apps like TikTok, Instagram, you see different things every day as teenagers. You see people doing videos with their parents. You see people showing the messages they have with their parents. People show that their parents give them anything they want. Like some of people I follow on social media, they're live very influential lives. So their parents follow them with whatever they want. So me as a child watching social media, I might set those unrealistic expectations on my parents, like thinking that, well, person on Instagram got so this thing, when they got past this exam, they got a new phone, they got a new this, and me, I'm thinking to myself that my parents must do the same thing. I'll start comparing my lifestyle to that person's lifestyle.